Game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Let's go! Leaves it with the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So UAB's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, gave the defender the business. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Blazers are in the red zone. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Dances away from the D. And the Blazers have a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Now, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll go right back to him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
You just go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you to do it. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great.
And the ball is loose on the return. On the move from inside his 5. Scooped up by the kicking team. And they'll drag him down after a good return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice.
Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll throw it on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Blazers want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after that completion.
Good enough for a first down.
He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Open space at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
28, UAB.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got him, and they convert. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. And the Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be fourth down and 3 yards to go. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. The the punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride Davis here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Blazers look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UAB. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Gets it out quickly. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Blazers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
UAB.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Mustangs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bruno.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
For the offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Blazers are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
What a good run there.
Tackle.
For the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The give to Davis. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
From the gun, give on the inside. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, SMU! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
56, UAB.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Gets it out fast. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going up top on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one.